race fans, and welcome to Five Flags Raceway for the Northwest Oval Series. The Frostbite 150 presented by Georgie's Highway to Hobbies. Cars have qualified. Currently getting gridded up. We've got a very full field tonight. Looks like we have 29 entries. Gonna go ahead and take you through the starting lineup. Starting off on the pole is going to be Josh Washington and Zach Washington on his outside. Row number 2 is going to be Andre Savala and Casey Garber. Row number 3 will be Josh Childress and Seth Cooper. Row number 4 is going to be Troy Daggett and Matthew Knott. Row number 5 will have Dylan Huffines and Benjamin Bonnet. Row number 6, David Cannon and Dan Louther. Row number 7 is going to be Corey Eckelberger with Halvor John Fox. Row number 8 will be Bryce Clark and Tim Garski. Row number 9, Kim Quick and Nate Garski. Row number 10 will have Adam Stevens and Mike Knott. Row number 11, Tyler Kim and Kyle Matthews. Row number 12 will be Ron Hunter and Eric Cheney. Row number 13, Doug Pachter and Devin Matthews. And bring up the rear of the field, it's going to be Tyler Reed, Tyler King, and Sean Scheffelmeyer. Forgive me for butchering that name. The lights are off on the pace car. And the green flag is out. Josh Washington going to bring him down into turn number 1. And looks like we've got some cars in trouble already. Caution's going to be out immediately. Oh my goodness, we got one on the roof. That's Ron Hunter. Take a look at what happened here. Ooh, we can see him 3 wide a little further up. Yeah, there we go. Dan Louther already in trouble right here. Push 3 wide, a bit of net code there. Louther ends up going across the nose of the 31 and the 73. 73 hard to the inside wall. And whoa! We're gonna have to. What's going on behind there? And they just stack up right behind him. See, Eric Cheney's in the middle of this right here. He's got one right on his back bumper there. And yeah, they just stack right up. So many cars hammering in the corner. Oh, Ron Hunter goes over. That 21 is going to get him and flip him onto his roof. I believe that's Tyler King in the 21. Yes, it is. So huge crash here. Turn 1, lap 1, Five Flags Speedway. So we are going to be under caution for the first time here tonight. Caution laps are counting. Drivers have 1 fast repair and 1 extra set of tires if they need them. Or I should say the fast repair if you need it. Definitely going to want that extra set of tires with 150 laps here tonight. All the caution laps will be counting. They're not clearing black flags unless it's an iRacing issue, and they actually do have a live race controller tonight to be able to review penalties, anything like that. So we're gonna have a single file restart. That is gonna send that line of cars way around the track. Josh Washington, great restart. He's gonna send him down in the turn number 1. It's Zach Washington, Andre Savala right behind him. Josh Childress is gonna be in 4th. Casey Garber top 5 right now. little bit further back. We got a bit of movement. And Lowther looking under. I believe that's Benjamin Bonnet. 404 car. He's going to get that position. That's 12th spot. We got some movement back here. Tyler King with a huge run past the 27. He's going on the outside. Josh Washington continuing to lead up front. And it looks like Seth Cooper trying to make a move on Casey Garber. He's right on his back bumper right there. Coming down into turn number 3. And Ron Hunter just trying to stay up out of the way. That car is hammered. Remember, he was just on his roof only a few laps ago. There's no there's no rear left on that car. Garber just dropped a few spots. I slipped up a bit. That's Mike Knott right behind him. Looks like Troy Daggett has made it past Casey Garber in that exchange. He's up in 6th place now. Seth Cooper in 3rd. Let's take a little further back look. Nate Goski in that 44. Here we go, and Seth Cooper, we got a lap car up there. I believe that's one of the Knots. You hear that? Seth Cooper in the 88, right on the back bumper of Josh Childress. Trying to take that 4th place spot away from him. Daggett is hot on the back bumper of Cooper. Cooper in the middle of this 3-way battle between Childress, himself, and Daggett. Casey Garber just behind Daggett. Just watching this battle go on ahead of him. Huffines trying to make a pass on Knott. That's Matthew Knott in the 82. He's going to make that pass happen. Knott kind of ducks down a little bit on the off of turn number 2. Josh Washington continuing to lead this one. Got a 6/10 lead over, I believe that's his brother Zach. Andre Savala closing in on Zach Washington in 2nd place now. He's got his nose under. Not quite there though. Looks like Washington's about to come up on some traffic, lap traffic. Already on lap 24. Lowther and Fox battling for 11th right here. Lowther a little wiggle up off the corner. And here we go. Is at the 16. And Washington trying to get through that traffic right there. Quite a cluster. Lead that. Looks like Tyler Kim in the 38. Trying to stay up out of the way. Zavala still all over the back bumper of Zach Washington. Closes right in on him as they head into the corner. Not able to run his preferred line with the lap car right there. And it looks like Garber has passed Daggett, taking that spot away from him. There's that pass by Garber. Gets 6th place away from Troy Daggett. '59 car way up on the high side. That's Actor. He's now going a lap down to Josh Washington. Trying to stay out of the way, but man, he had that thing almost on the wall. Tyler Kim is down on pit road now, coming off of the pits. Oh, and this contact right there between the leader and Zavala. Oh, that's going to bring out the caution. Zavala going to get that thing back going the right way. Looks like Garski was sideways in that. Let's take a look at what happened here. Washington gets bunched up behind a lap car. Both Washingtons. Josh kind of slides up. Zach ends up moving up. That lets Zavala get under him. And oh, there was just no rub. That lap car was down on the bottom. Zavala was trying to push it 3 wide, and it just didn't work. Ended up clipping the back end of Josh Washington. And all top 3 cars were involved in that, because the 92 ended up getting to the side of Washington as well. going to bring out our second caution tonight. It's going to put Josh Washington up in the lead. Zach Washington up in the lead. Josh Childress in second. Casey Garber third. Seth Cooper's actually third. Casey Garber is fourth. And Troy Daggett is going to be rounding out the top five. Yeah, Troy Daggett. Sorry, my leaderboard over here keeps switching it up on me. So looks like the pace car lights are off. They're stacking them back up. And here we go. Green flag is back out. Zach Washington bringing him down in the turn number one with Josh Childress on his back bumper. Side by side behind them, Seth Cooper and Casey Garber. Dylan Huffine's right behind them, looking to make a move. Those two going side by side. Now Huffine's trying to make a move under Garber. Cooper has gotten the position away from Garber, and that's for a third place. But here comes Huffine, zips under Garber. We got a battle for the lead, and the lead has been stolen by Josh Childress. Zach Washington loses the lead. Now here comes Cooper underneath of him. Cooper trying to take second place away from Washington. Looks like he might actually just do it right here. Heading down into turn number 3. He's got the nose out ahead, and he's almost got him cleared. Not quite cleared. There he goes. He's got him cleared now, and here comes Huffine's trying to make his move under that 92 car of Zach Washington. A lot of movement quick up here. Huffine's not cleared. Now he's gotten by Washington. Dilly clearing Zach Washington. Taking that spot away. Here's Troy Daggett. Looks like he's trying to make a move on David Cannon. Dan Lowther right there made his way up into the top 10. I think he's got some left front damage. Looks like he's found a bit of trouble himself at some point here tonight. Josh Washington having to make his way back up through the field, currently in 14th place. Making work of it, but he does have a decent amount of time left. We're almost up to lap 50 here. Coming down to 100 to go. Josh Childress has taken the lead, and he's just starting to pull away. He's got over a 6/10 lead over Cooper now. Huffine's on the back bumper of Cooper. He's looking to close in on him and try to take that spot. Garber making a move under Washington now. He's got the nose. He's at the door now into turn number 1. They're side by side. Casey's going to have his nose out ahead as they come off of turn number 2. Side by side into 3. Washington up high. Garber's going to throttle up, try to clear him. He's not going to be able to quite yet. He's still got that nose out ahead though as they head down into turn number 1, and we got another caution. Trying to figure out who that was. That's the 4. Is that Washington involved again? Oh, it is. Things go from bad to worse for Washington. Washington just makes a little bit of contact with Garski, and Salva ends up in the back of Washington. Just a light bit of contact. Both end up nosed into the wall. Gonna put us under caution number 3 here at 5 Flags. Northwest Oval Series wants to give a huge thank you to Georgie's Highway to Hobbies for sponsoring this broadcast. Put up a sponsorship so that everybody can watch this one on the YouTube. Currently, Josh Childress is your leader. Lights off on the pace car. They're going to stack them back up. Car is off. They're going to come out of turn number 4. Great start by Josh Childress. And, oh, Dilly's in the wall. That's going to bring out another caution immediately. Ooh, boy, that's great for Dylan. Let's see what happened. Ooh, 92 just picked up his back end and got him out the way. Zach Washington, so he may end up getting sent to the back penalty for that one. Oh, you could hear him kind of continuing to throttle up after that one. Yeah, he did not lift. He got into the back of Dilly and just didn't lift. I got to imagine that's going to be a back of the field penalty for Zach Washington. But we will see what race control decides to do. Love to see this big, healthy field of cars out here. Great car count. Love it. Big, healthy field of cars out here. Troy Daggett with a festive wrap on that car. Merry Christmas. Got Santa and his reindeer on the side there. Savala made his way back up to 11th so far. Josh Washington. Back to 20th. Zach Washington on pit road. And the green flag is back out. Childers bringing down in turn 1 off of 2. Seth Cooper right behind him. That one was a single file restart. '92 slow up off the corner. Tyler King right on the back bumper of Garski there. Excuse me, that's Kim Quick, not Garski in that 4. My apologies. Take a look up front. Josh Childers still leading with Seth Cooper and Casey Garber in tow. Lowther has made it up to 6th place. Tyler King making his way underneath the 47. Getting that pass on Tyler Reed. Kim Quick trying to make a pass on Reed as well. Looks like it's gonna happen. Got him cleared. Now Nate Garski maybe trying to make a move on that 47 to Reed as well. And he does. He's gonna zip under him and he's got him cleared quickly. Zavala on the back bumper of Tim Garski. Right on him, heading down into turn number 1. Troy Daggett all over the back bumper of Fox. Here, I'm feathering that throttle. Really gonna work it at this track. Starting to tighten up in the top 3 here. Casey Garber is catching up to Cooper. Cooper catching up to Childress. Garber right on the back bumper of Cooper. He's looking low. Cooper sliding up the track a little bit, running a slightly higher line. And Cooper's going to brush the wall. Garber just all over his back bumper right now. They're heading down into turn number 1. And Childers is going to run way high up in that corner. Cooper's not going to be able to capitalize on it, but he is right there on his back bumper, poking his nose underneath, but he's not going to be able to do it. Shut the doors. Josh Childers. Lap car come up there. They got a zigzag to get around him now. Cooper gets contact with the back bumper of Cooper, and Cooper goes up the track with some net code. What a bad time for that to happen. Childers just drops a few spots. He's all the way back to 4th now. Cooper is your new leader as he comes loose off of turn number 4 across the line. Casey Garber going to try and take an advantage of that. He's got to get reel Cooper back in. Daggett making that pass on Fox. like he's almost got him clear. They come across the line side by side still, and that lap car is going to hold up Fox just a little bit and allow Daggett to clear him. Whoa, that lap car just dipped down in front of Savala. And 27 way up out of the up out of the groove, off the pace, and my goodness, being a bit of a chaos right now. Lowther kind of had to dodge to move. He is continuing to get right in the way of traffic. No race control, but I almost feel like they might want to black flag that guy, give him a warning, something. I'll leave that to them, though. We got Seth Cooper up in the lead still, with Casey Garber still trying to chase him down. Matt Knott up here in third. Oh, Lowther brushes the wall coming off of 4. He's going to keep that thing pointed in the right direction, but that's going to let Daggett reel him in just a little bit. And we've got a caution. 59 up in the wall. And Garski's backwards, and there's that. Oh my goodness. Whew. Whipped that thing around and right in front of the pack. See if we can see what happened here. Packer gets in the wall. Oh, comes down. Gets Garski. Oh, wow! Tyler Kim, oh my goodness. Way to avoid that. We gotta see that on his, on Tyler Kim's car right here. Whoa! Great job by Tyler. We are on caution number 5. Seth Cooper is your leader, which is called by Josh Childress and Dan Lowther. Savala has made his way back up into the top 5, currently sitting in 4th place right now. We got a good handful of pit stops going on. Not sure what Bryce Clark's doing there. Cars having to let the field by. Alright, they're going to kill the lights on the pace car. We should be stacking them back up. Seth Cooper, Josh Childress, the front row. Dan Lowther and Andre Savala right behind them. Lights are off on the pace car. And here we go. Green flag is back out. Oh no, Dan Lowther! Oh, Lowther spins the tires on the restart. Oh man, he ends up nosing that thing into the wall. Decent amount of damage on that. Now having a little bit of neck coating issue there. Oh man, I hate to see that. He's gonna look. Oh, Lowther just spins the tires. Most of the drivers doing a good job to avoid him, though. Unfortunate for Lowther, as he had just picked up. He just made his way up into the top 5. But that is probably going to make a single file restart for these guys. Not sure what Dan's wheel is doing there. That's a little odd, but alright. Hard to change a tire when it's doing that. And Cooper's gonna drive through the dirt. They're going to kill the lights this time. It is indeed going to be a single file restart. We're going to be coming back to green on lap 94 of 150 here at the Five Flags Speedway. The Northwest Oval Series. Frostbite 150. Your flag is out for Seth Cooper. Great restart. They're going to head down into turn number 1. Seth Cooper immediately being challenged by Josh Childress. He is all over the back bumper as they head off at the corner. These guys nose under there. 3 wide behind them. Huffines, Boyne and Knott. 3 wide. Huffines wraps the top. Man, he has got a great run and they're battling in front of him though. Knott and Huffines side by side, battling for 4th place right now. Looks like Knott's going to get the spot. Huffines going to fall in right behind him, and Garber is going to be right behind Huffines. New name in the mix, we got Boignet. However, we got another caution. Oh, Troy was involved. Oh, and he slams it back into the wall. '73 gets into the wall. Oh, man, they just stacked right up. Accordion effect. '73 hit the wall and just kind of stopped almost. It looks like Tyler King went around separately. What happened there? Oh yeah, Tyler King gets loose on his own. On board Tyler Reed. Yeah, 73 hits the wall and just stops. That is going to be caution number 7 here tonight. Top 5, as they said, is Seth Cooper, Josh Childress, Andre Savala, Matthew Knott, and Casey Garber. Garski pulling out of the pits on the track. He's going to hammer that thing to catch back up around to the field. Looks like we've only got 11 cars left on the lead lap. And the green flag is back out again. Cooper with a good restart, but Childers is able to send it in on the high side. Ooh, a little bit of contact between Saval. Oh, here we go. That's going to be Boignet going around. Big wreck on the backstretch. Lowther wrapped up in that again. I don't think he got any damage, though. Cautions breeding cautions at this point. Try to take a look at what happened. Oh, they kind of started to stack up. And Dilly Huffines got under the 404. Into Daggett. Oh, just... So Huffines ends up spinning out Boignet. Gonna bring out another caution here tonight. Looks like we got our leaders come down and pit. So Matthew Knott is going to be shown in the lead right now. Just over 100 laps at 104. Believe that's going to put it back to a single file restart again. Find out in just a minute. Sounds like somebody just blew up on pit road. Lights are off. Matthew Knott is going to be the control car coming back to the line this time. Grab that green with at lap 106. Early start for Knott. They're all going to follow. Everybody got a clean restart. Knott's going to bring him down the backstretch with Garber behind him. And Garski is facing the wrong way, but that is on pit road, so it is no concern to these guys. Quick Huffines did not get a penalty for that one. Leaders before the caution. Childers and Cooper now sitting back in 5th and 6th. They hit pit road into that caution. And we got another caution here. Number 47. It is Tyler Reed. Let's see what happened to Reed. Pretty cool looking car. He's loose on his own, gets that inside wall. Everybody else able to avoid him. Fire that thing back up and get it head in the right direction. Not continuing to lead. Caution number 9. Hopefully we can get some get another good green flag run here. We had a good run or two at the beginning of this race. Now we're kind of stuck in a caution lull. This guy's going to bring him around a few more times. You are watching the Northwest Oval Series Frostbite 150 presented by Georgie's Highway to Hobbies. Huge thank you and shout out to those guys for sponsoring the race here tonight. Alright, they're going to kill the lights and we're going to double up this time. Matthew Knott, Casey Garber, your front row. Halver John Fox and Dylan Huffines right behind them. Flagman's going to throw that green flag, and they are off. Quite a jump by Knott. Casey Garber kind of missed that. That made Knott have quite a big lead over him immediately. Side by side is Cooper and Huffines. Children's and Huffines, excuse me. Children's kind of stuck behind that 31 of Fox. Right there, trying not to actually put the bumper to him, but hey man, get out the way. Got his nose under him, heading down to turn number 1. They're side by side. He looks like he's gonna get that spot. He's got the advantage coming up off the corner. Is he gonna be able to clear him down the backstretch? And he does. Huffine's gonna take advantage of that and try to follow him right under that 31 of Fox. Oh, Cooper up into the side of Fox. Cooper's going to keep it down, put it down on the apron and keep it going the right way. Zavala trying to make a move. Oh, Cooper, more contact with Fox. Fox gets the worst of it, and he's going to brush the wall coming off across the across the line. And there's Josh Washington. He's made his way back up to 7th. He's up in the top 10 again. Garber is reeling in Matt Knott. Dan Lowther is sitting at 12th right now. He's had a few mishaps here tonight. Garber is wearing down that lead that Matt Knott has. Got him in 2/10. Whoa, made up a big gap right there. Let's see what kind of surge he does down into turn number 3 this time. Not as aggressive into the corner as he was the last lap, and we got another caution. It's like Bryce Clark may have been involved in that one. Take a look. He gets a bump from, I believe that was a 46. Adam Stevens. Yeah, let's take another look at that. Unfortunately, Bryce ends up bringing that car back up onto the track, and that 404 makes contact with the NEA. Hard contact. Bryce's nose actually comes up off the ground. Matt Knott catches a break as Garber was just on his back bumper. Trying to realign. Maybe that wouldn't be considered the break. Maybe it'd be a break for KC. There's the official 25 to go. Inching our way down to the finish of this race. Lights off on the pace car. We will be hitting that green flag with 24 to go. Matt Knott is going to be your control car. Flag is out. Great start by Matt Knott. KC Garber may be about to lose second spot to Childress. Not a great start for KC. Childress going to have to make that pass happen quick. KC is good on the top, but we got another caution. Who done it this time? Devin Matthews. Let's take a look what happened. Oof, just drove right into the back of Tyler Kim. On board. Tyler Kim having a rough start with a flip, but yeah, you can't just throttle it up into Tyler's back bumper. So that's going to be another caution for us. Caution number 11. Matt Knott, no doubt, going to be frustrated at this point. Restart after restart. He's had great restarts. But having to do it over and over and over. Number 82 Nautical Marine, good looking car there. Alright, the lights are back off on the pace car. Matt Knott is the control car. We're going to have just 19 laps to go. Alright, boys, let's make it some good green flag racing to finish this one out. Pace car's off. Another great jump by Knott. KC with a much better restart that time. Childress on his back bumper. That single file restart kind of hurt some of these guys. Childress right on the back bumper of Garber. And here we go, Savala making a move on Huffine. Savala's going to get that spot. He's almost got him cleared. They're side by side, beating and banging down into turn 3. Huffine's getting the worst of it. He gets pushed up the track just a bit. Now Washington making his way under Huffines. Washington is going to take that spot from him. He's got him cleared. Garber inching in on Knott with 16 laps to go. Childress on the back bumper, Garber. And here comes Seth Cooper. He wants to put his hat in this fight. Childress looks underneath Garber. Garber's going to give him the room. They're side by side down the back stretch. Into turn number 3. Garber's still got the advantage on the high side, but here comes Childress. He's got the nose out there. Not quite clear yet. They go across the line. And Childress has got him cleared. Here goes Cooper. Cooper trying to make the best of it as well. And he's going to make that pass on KC. KC dropping 2 spots to 4th. Well, Matthew Knott is loving to see this in his mirrors. Those guys are fighting, but now Josh Childress has a clear path to his back bumper, and he is catching up to him with just 13 laps to go. Down the backstretch, Childress continuing to chase down Knott while he's got Cooper in his rearview mirror. Casey Garber wondering if he has maybe used up his equipment and out of it now. Sitting there in 4th place, and here we go. Washington, Zavala, our early leaders, battling side by side for 5th place. Washington's got his nose under Zavala. They're close quarters coming up off the corner. They're side by side going through turn number 1. Still side by side into 3. Childress and Cooper are right on Knott. And these two still side by side down into 1 and through 2. Washington with the advantage coming down the backstretch now. They're still side by side though. Zavala's not going to give it up easier. Washington washes up just a tiny bit. They're coming down across the stripe now. Just 9 laps to go. Still side by side. Up front, Childress is doing all he can to work down to get Matt Knott. It looks like Washington has made that pass completed on Zavala. Zavala's not going to let it go. He looks like he's going to look on the low side, but he's just not quite to him. Back up front here. Childress chasing down Knott. Cooper right on the back bumper of Childress. He is right on him, almost close enough to touch that back bumper. Continuing off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch with 7 laps to go. Not needing to just put down 6 good clean laps. Childress is right on him. He makes a mistake and Childress might just be able to attack. Not looking like he's got a lower entry there, but he's going to end up washing up. That might be it. Contact is made between Childress and Knott. Knott gets a little bit sideways. He keeps it going the right way. Childress is going to try and get right back down on his back bumper. Up the corner. Head down into turn number 3. Childress working that car for everything it is worth. Cooper staying right there, and so is Casey Garber. Garber back up into the mix. Those top 4 are under a blanket right now. We got 4 laps to go. We're coming back to 3. Matthew Knott in the lead with Childress in 2nd still. Across the line, 3 to go. Down into turn number 1. Matt Knott's going to lead him through that. Childress down the backstretch in 2nd. He's still all over him. Up off of turn number 4. Childress pushing that car. 2 to go. Is anybody going to make a desperate last-ditch move here? Childress all over Knott. Here he goes. He's looking underneath. Not able to make it happen quite yet. White flag is out. Down into turn number 1 for one last time is Matt Knott. He slides up. Oh no. Oh, okay, he closes the door. That could have been it for Matt Knott, but here comes Childress. He's looking underneath. He's going for it. Not able to do it. Matt Knott is going to be your winner. Josh Childress wrecks coming across the line. Seth Cooper puts it in 3rd. Matthew Knott going to bring that thing home in 1st place tonight. What a great finish we had there. Whew. Had a bit of a caution fest lull there, but we got it going and had a great finish. Your final results. Bringing home the win is Matthew Knott. Josh Childers second. Third is Seth Cooper rounding out the podium. Casey Garber just outside looking in fourth place. Josh Washington gets that thing all the way back up to fifth place. Andre Savala gets it back up to sixth. Huffine in seventh. Halvor John Fox in eighth. Ninth is Bryce Clark. Kyle Matthews is 10th. Adam Stevens 11th. Dan Lowther brings it back up to 12th. Tim Garski is 13th. 14th is Mike Knott. Benjamin Bornier is 15th. David Cannon 16th. 17th is Doug Pachter. Tyler Kim is in 18th. 19th is Corey Eckelbarger. Devin Matthews in 20th. 21st is Tyler King. 22nd, Tyler Reed. Nate Garski is 23rd. Troy Daggett brings it home in 24th. We've got cars flying down the front stretch. 25th is Kim Quick. Zach Washington is 26th. Eric Cheney and Ron Hunter bringing up the rear of the field in 27th, 28th. All right. See who we've got for interviews. I do not see any of our top finishers for interviews. All right, here we go. Seth Cooper, is that who we got here?
Yeah, buddy, how you doing?
All right, Seth, great job tonight. You did a heck of a friggin' job keeping it right on Josh's back bumper and just keeping that race interesting for the majority of it and right there at the end. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great time. Me and Josh, we had a talk coming into it to where, we had to work together for this one. It's a big race, a long race, a lot of drivers. So, we worked together the whole night and we had something for Matthew at the end there. I know we were faster, but he's cutting the corners short. It's hard to get under the guys, so congrats to Matt, but real happy for what me and Josh were able to do tonight for sure.
Well, you guys put on a heck of a show and did a great job. Who do you want to thank?
Well, thank Troy for putting it on. Thank Josh and Dylan Huffines too, because they helped us out a lot. We worked together as a team, and we were able to get top three for Team Garski here, baby. Let's go.
All right, well, congrats on the podium tonight.
Thanks, brother.
All right, let's bring in Josh Childress. Josh Childress.
How was it?
We got Josh Childress here.
Hey, how's it going, Chris?
Hey, Josh. Hey, you did a great job tonight. Congrats on bringing it home in third place tonight. You gave Matt a heck of a run for his money and made him earn that win. That's for sure. Tell us about it.
Oh man, that was probably the funnest race I've had in a while. Racing with Matt and Seth and just everybody. This group of field was awesome.
Well, you put on a heck of a show for us here all night long, and especially in those last 10 or so laps. Man, I wasn't sure if you were going to get him or not. I was thinking you were for a minute there. What more might you have needed just to make it happen?
Just about 5 more laps. We pitted later. Seth and I had a strategy, and we pitted later to get fresh tires later in the run, and it almost worked out. But he was driving for everything he had. I was too. So was Seth. So I'm happy to come home with a second place finish, and I didn't want to wreck him. I got into him a little bit and let him gather it up, but I'm not going to win that way. So I just gave it everything I had, and just one spot short.
All right. Having a good, clean finish, clean race, and we love to see it, not wrecking for wins. Who do you want to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank Corey with George's Highway to Hobbies for putting this race on. That's my hometown hobby shop as well. And just Troy and you guys for having this tremendous event. I hope we do it again next year.
All right, well, I'm going to be with you on that one, hoping we do it again next year. But congratulations on second place tonight.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Now let's bring in Matthew Knott, your big winner
You guys
tonight.
were side by
Matthew,
side, but you kept staying nose to tail, so kind of defeated that plan. But hey,
Matthew,
it was a lot of fun. I was happy as long as I finished top 5. So
he appears to be busy chatting right now. Let's bring in Troy Daggett. Troy, the owner of the league. Hey, we wanted to bring you in here. We tried to talk to Matt, but I think he's busy talking right now. So let's talk to you. Tell us about how the night went for you and just the whole event you put on here, Troy.
Yeah, the event was pretty well good. 27 drivers. It was really awesome having them out here. The first half of the night was awesome. Then I came in, took tires, and I got caught up in a wreck. Then used my fast repair real quick. Then got caught up in another wreck. So it was not as much fun second half, but that allowed me to hop up in the booth and help my Sean from Danger Zone Racing League. He helped admin the race for me, so I got up there and helped him out, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for one having us broadcast your big event here tonight. Of course, we want to give that big shout out to Georgie's Highway to Hobbies. And anything else before we let you go?
Yeah, once again, I'd like to thank you for coming out and doing the broadcast for me. It was awesome. I think we put on a great show. I mean, 27 drivers is. I was expecting a lot more cautions than what we had, but it was a lot of green flag racing. I loved it. I think Georgie's Highway to Hobbies, they're at East Wenatchee, Washington, for jumping on board and sponsoring this race and helping us out. And I would like to thank once again Sean for helping me at RC during the race. And once again, thank to all the drivers that are come out here and all the fans watching back at home.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Troy. All right, let's try to grab Matt again. Matt, nah, our big winner. You got us?
yeah, I got you. You got me.
All right, we got you this time. Matt, congratulations on that win tonight. Kind of came out of nowhere. Maybe the last 25 laps or whatever it was, and then just became dominant. And Childress really kept you on your toes at the end of that race. Just tell us about it.
Man, and first off, thank God Josh raced me clean right there. I was ready for the nose, and he backed it out and raced me super clean. So I appreciate him like crazy for that. That was awesome.
All right,
Oh,
well, tell us how you made your way up there through the field.
honestly, I was just trying to ride for 3/4 of the race. I knew we have 150 laps and a spare set of tires, so there's no rush. I had plenty of time and was just waiting for guys to make mistakes and pick them off one at a time.
So playing the long game worked out for you to put it in victory lane tonight. Who do you want to thank, Matt?
Oh, man. First off, thanks to Troy for throwing this on. Guys at Team 53, they've helped me and taught me quite a bit about how to be fast on the sim, and really just everybody that came out and raced. I mean, can't have a race with one car, so everybody that showed up, thank you for making the show, and thank everybody for putting this on.
Absolutely, and congratulations, Matt Knott, on being the inaugural winner of the Frostbite 150.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Things just worked out in my favor this time.
All right, congratulations, Matt. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 1-5 Studios. We hope you enjoyed the racing action. I know that I sure did. If you'd like to, if you subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss any of the racing action. And once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we will see you at the next track.